Hello, this is Cecia, and I'm gonna be making a new project tutorial, and I'm gonna be explaining the stock class, and I'm gonna be implementing three methods, which will be two strings which allow us to display our object data, and our equals method, which um, let us compare our objects. And then we're gonna be using also the copy method, which let us um, duplicate our objects and making a reference copy of it. So we're gonna start making a new project. We're gonna call this stock demo. Okay, and then first we need to make a class, which will be called stock. Okay, and now we can make our two variables, which will be private and then string. And we want this one to store our company symbol, and this one will store our share price, the company. Okay. Now we can make our constructor, which will hold our variables as parameters. So it's gonna be public stock string and then double price, and then we're just gonna assign the variables, and then share price. Okay. Okay, now we can make our getter methods. So it'll be public and then string and get symbol. Okay. And then this is just gonna return our symbol. And then another get method for our share price. And then return our share price. Okay. Now I can create our toString method, which will be public string to string. And I can create our string that's gonna hold our objects data and format equals. So we want the data to display like this: trading symbol, and share price. And and then it's gonna return our object's data. Okay, so now we can start with the main method. So it's gonna hold our new class, the name, company, 1 equals new stock, and the name of the stock, let's do Apple. And the price, let's say, is 13.92. And let's do another one, company 2 equals new stock, and let's say Nvidia, and let's say the price here is 9.35 something. And let's do another one, stock company 3 equals new stock, and let's oh no, let's just choose a random one. IP, and let's do this one, 0.78. Okay, now we can call our objects. I want there to be a space, so let's do that one. Okay, it says it's successful. Okay, there it is. There is a problem though. I want this in a new line. Let's run this again. Okay, so now it's working. It's displaying our objects. Now we can make our equals method. So it's gonna be public boolean equals stock object 2, and let's set our boolean status okay. Now we need to compare our symbols and our price of our objects. So we're gonna make if symbol dot equals object 2 dot symbol and and chair price equals our object 2 chair price status equals true, else status equals false. Okay, so he's gonna determine by comparing our symbol and our prices in the equal method. Now we can go down here and let's get rid of this one and let's get rid of this one. Okay, now that we have our two objects, our two companies, we're gonna be comparing them. So if company 1 equals company company 2, both companies are the same. Else system will print the companies are different. Okay, now let's compare. And it still has the old one. Okay, we forgot to return. So it's return status, and it should work now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's start, and it works. So since the companies is different, it's gonna be putting out the companies are different. Now we can do our copy method. Okay, now we can do our copy method, which just is duplicating our objects data, but it's not the same. It's just a reference copy. So it's gonna be public, and our class copy. And then we're gonna create a new object that, and then we need to initialize it. So it's gonna be stock copy object, and then it's gonna be new stock. Okay, and then it's gonna hold our symbol and our share price, and then it's gonna return, this is gonna return our copy object. Okay, now we can go back here into our main method. We can delete this and this. Okay, now we need to declare our second company, company 2, and now we need to set it. That's gonna be equal as company 1. Okay. Okay, and then we need to display our data. Okay, so here was supposed to be copy, and now we can display print ln. So it's gonna be company 1, company 1, and then we want to make it look clean, so it's gonna be empty on this one, so it's gonna skip a line, and then print line, and this one's gonna be for company 2. company 2. Okay. Okay, now we need to compare our objects. So it's gonna be if company 1 equals company 2, and this is just comparing the references. System output company 1 and company 2. Company 1, company 2. Variables references are the same, and it shouldn't be the same because although it has the same data, it is a different reference of it. Else, so it's not like the equals method that it actually compares the data inside. Print ln company 1 and company 2 references are not same. The same. Okay, so let's compare this now. And it has the old stuff still. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here it is. Although the company 1 although it looks is the same data, it looks the same, but the reference and the memory are not the same. So it's gonna put up this. So that's the copy method. Thank you.